Actually, I greet my viewers with upcoming New Year and Christmas as well, and want actually to give them um, um, some kind of view, some kind of representation of my liberal views, about violation of human rights in the state of Arizona, Maricopa County Jail. I believe I've been watching a recent edition of MSNBC on my cable television, and actually seen those chain gangs of prisoners, which actually count as unconstitutional, because this is cruel and unusual punishment, which actually unconstitutional. Constitution prohibits, U.S. Constitution strictly prohibits cruel and unusual punishment, and actually also prisoners were actually stripped of right to have a housing practically. Where banks were actually stationed in an open area to all winds, rains, and snow and dust, and they didn't have any walls to protect them from from espionage. Somebody was spying on them, somebody might get shot, have a shot at them from outside, and nobody protects them there. And I believe that it's a crazy idea with the reactionary sheriff of Maricopa County, Mr. Arpayo, who actually ordered was violation of human rights in his prison, his controlled prison, Maricopa County prison of the state of Arizona. And I urge courts, to challenge them in courts, to declare those chain gangs unconstitutional, because there's collective punishment and unusual cruel punishment, violation of U.S. Constitution, violation of human rights, to humane and civilized treatment of prisoners, and Human Rights Act of Helsinki was signed by and ratified by the United States in 1974. Was ratified by U.S. Congress, and I believe that those chain gangs should be dismantled because collective punishment is illegal. And I believe also that with violation of human rights in the United States, like was illegal free strike counting, free strike sentencing is illegal. It's violation of human rights and unusual and cruel punishment, and should be also challenged in the U.S. courts, by civil rights group, and promise to sue them for violating human rights of prisoners and for establishing unusual cruel punishment, which are unconstitutional, because sentencing defendants, beyond upper limit of established by penal codes of our state is illegal. I believe it's a brutal violation of the laws of the state, to sentence people beyond the upper limits of the sentencing imposed by the law. It's illegal, and it's illegal to count in for previous conviction, because it had nothing to do with current conviction, and it's illegal, and it's unconstitutional, and it's violates of precedents and procedures of international law, and should be declared unconstitutional. And I believe it's violation of human rights, and I urge all human rights activists to challenge this free strike law in California as a violation of human rights, and demand immediate striking down and of this law and declaring it unconstitutional. And I believe that fighting for human rights, especially in California and Arizona, is very important in order to stop the spreading of those violations of human rights worldwide. And I believe that human rights activists such as Civil Liberties Union will pay attention. We'll sue Californian government, California prison management for implementing California courts for implementing free strikes law, because this is illegal and cruel unusual punishment, and actually violates a norm of judicial law, and by punishing by sentencing defendants, to convicted defendants to terms that exceed legal upper limit of punishment, which is clearly set in state penal codes. It violates all those penal codes procedures. Any prisoner can be sentenced to upper limit of punishment, as was established by penal codes of those states, but nothing exceeding that. And previous convictions had nothing to do current settings of circumstances of those convictions cannot be added up, because this is illegal and violates human rights and norms of international law, and should be stopped at all costs. So I urge all human rights activists and anybody who cares about human rights to stop those illegal free strikes legislation, and declare it unconstitutional and challenge these courts in order to stop its violation of human rights in California. At least. Now, hopefully, most of our viewers will enjoy this program, and have a happy new year. And actually, human rights will prevail, and the Constitution is cruel punishment of free strikes law, which violates normal international law and no procedures and norms of humane treatment of prisoners, and all norms and kind of procedures of international law. I believe free strike law will be struck down in courts, and will be condemned by most of human rights activists and